Good morning. I am Dr. Archana Gupta, Assistant Professor, PG Department of Zoology, MDDM College, BRA, Bihar University, Muzaffarpur, Bihar. My topic for today's e-conference is emerging zoonotic diseases, factors and prevention. What are zoonotic diseases? Zoonotic diseases or zoonosis is an infectious disease caused by a pathogen that has jumped from an animal to human. About 60% of all infectious diseases in human are zoonotic. Zoonotic diseases are dangerous because they are novel and highly unpredictable, and any localized outbreak can turn into pandemic. There are several zoonotic diseases emerged or re-emerged like Ebola, bird flu, Middle East respiratory syndrome, and more recently coronavirus. And out of 7 coronavirus which are known to infect human virus, COVID-19 is recent, which is thought to be originated in bats and transmitted to human via other animals, possibly from a wet market trading live animals. There are various factors which result in zoonotic diseases like climate change, greenhouse gas emission, deforestation, habitat loss, biodiversity loss, land use changes, dairy and meat demands, wet animal markets, wildlife trade, illegal trafficking of wild animals, intensive agriculture and livestock protection, increasing population need, quick global reach, and pathogen resistance. These are the factors which result in zoonotic diseases. The climate change, deforestation, habitat loss, all causes habitat loss and result in the forced change of habitat by the wild animals, so that they come in contact with human surroundings or livestock and spread or transmit their pathogens to them. Like bat were forced to new places due to deforestation, due to growing of palm oil, and this resulted in Ebola virus in West Africa. And similarly, wild fruit bat were shifted to fruit trees near human, and they caused Nipah and Hendra viruses. The biodiversity loss also is a major factor which result in the loss of many species in between the wild animals and the human being, and thus the pathogens from wild animal directly jump to human beings and cause the zoonotic diseases. Wet live animal markets, wildlife trade, and illegal trafficking of wild animals causes the direct contact of wild animals with the human being which are selling or consuming the item, and thus they directly transmit the pathogens or disease from wild animal to human beings like COVID-19 and SARS. Due to increase in population, there is high demand of dairy and meat product, and this results in intensive agriculture and livestock production, which results in similar genetic similar animals in similar genetic constitution and lesser disease resistant, and thus they get easily infected and thus transmit the disease to human beings. Like intensive poultry farming resulted in avian flu, and intensive pig farming and production in Malaysia resulted in Nipah virus. Increasing population needs result in the dairy and meat demands, which results in wet animal markets, wildlife trade, and illegal trafficking, as well as they need agricultural lands and land for residential areas. So this result in habitat loss, biodiversity loss, deforestation, etc. And this is a major cause of zoonotic diseases. Quick global reach via travel, tourism, and businesses causes a localized infection to spread to at global level within very less time, and thus local outbreaks turns into epidemic and pandemics. and lots of a large use of antimicrobial drugs resulted in pathogen resistance. So they are not destroyed, and they spread the deadly diseases to human from wildlife animals. The zoonotic diseases are their occurrence is a natural process and it cannot be avoided completely, but it can be prevented by a few prevented or controlled by a few preventive measures. Certain actions can be taken so that the future pandemics can be prevented, like prevention of climate deterioration, lesser greenhouse gas protection, lesser use of fossil fuels, and more use of low carbon energy resources like wind and solar energy, so that the temperature and climate deterioration is less, and animals are not forced uh, to go out of their natural habitat and come in contact with human surrounding and spread diseases. Biodiversity preservation, natural habitat restoration, and forest protection, and a lesser human encroachment in nature result in the biodiversity preservation and habitat restoration, so that the wildlife are in their natural uh, habitat and are in less in contact with human beings, and due to more biodiversity they are spread among the reservoir animals, and do not approach any newer animal or human to transmit the disease and the zoonotic diseases. Population control result in lesser demand of animal and meat, which ultimately results in reduction of intensive agriculture and livestock farming, and more sustainable animal husbandry practices should be done, so that animals are kept at large spaces, and lack of and uh, diseased or less resistant livestock are not produced, so that they do not get transmitted do not get the disease or pathogen from the livestock, and do not transmit them to human being to um, for new zoonotic diseases. There should be policies regarding the public health, which include not only health of human beings but also natural environment, health of natural environment. More funds for the research for these factors and these preventive measures, as well as for the diseases should be given. Early response to outbreak should be there, so that it do not spread globally, and our local outbreak should be prevented to become a pandemic and epidemics. More supplies for testing should be there, so that local infection is controlled locally, and proper medical care can be taken. Thank you.